News headlines flash worldwide. Chinese Coast Guard uses water cannon on a Philippine vessel. Manila protests. U.S.-Philippine patrols intensify. For the Philippines, these waters are a lifeline, not just a geopolitical chessboard. Filipino fisherfolk are chased from ancestral fishing grounds by foreign ships. Every resupply mission to the BRP Sierra Madre becomes a high-stakes incident. Philippine Coast Guard cutters face off against massive Chinese ships in a daily David and Goliath struggle. The shadow of China's 9-dash line looms, despite its rejection by an international tribunal. Manila's challenge: defend its territory without triggering a war it can't win. The answer? A quiet, clever strategy, resilience, smart choices, and a multi-layered plan to outfox, not outfight, its giant neighbor. This is the story of the Philippines' new defense, a blueprint for small nations in the 21st century. The Philippines faces a stark mismatch: China's vast navy and militia versus a developing nation with limited resources. For decades, the Philippine military focused on internal threats, not maritime defense, relying on aging vessels. China's gray zone tactics, coercion just below war, used swarms of fishing boats, water cannons, and intimidation to assert control. The Philippines can't respond with force. Escalation would be disastrous. Its vast coastline and exclusive economic zone are nearly impossible to patrol with limited assets. It's like guarding a sprawling estate with a handful of security guards. Building a military to match China is impossible and unaffordable. The real goal: prevent war by making Chinese aggression costly and shining a light on illegal activities. Every peso must count. Asserting control, deterring intrusions, and building a credible defense on a budget. The dilemma: how to defend everywhere all at once with so little. The answer lies in smart investments and a strategy that maximizes every resource. This is the crux of the Philippines' defense challenge. The Philippines' first move: see everything. You can't defend what you can't see. Maritime Domain Awareness, MDA, became the foundation. New coastal radars, many from Japan, now form a virtual fence along the western coast. These radars give early warning, turning a porous border into a monitored space. Next, the sky's new patrol aircraft, like the C-295 and TC-90s, sweep the South China Sea, identifying and tracking ships in real time. Surveillance flights over the Spratlys and Scarborough Shoal show presence and gather evidence. The Philippines also leverages commercial satellites and intelligence from allies, US, Japan, Australia, to track even dark ships. This network creates a complete operational picture, impossible to achieve alone. Now, Manila can act with confidence and evidence, making denial impossible for aggressors. Information is a weapon, shining a light on gray zone tactics. This is the first layer of defense: see, document, and expose. It's the game changer that underpins everything else. The urgency for change began at Scarborough Shoal in 2012. When the Philippines tried to stop illegal Chinese fishing, a standoff ensued. China never left, seizing control. Filipino fishermen lost access, and the nation suffered a painful lesson in power politics. Diplomatic protests proved useless without credible deterrence. Scarborough's loss sparked the revised AFP modernization program, a plan to upgrade military hardware and capabilities. The focus shifted: not massive warships, but a robust Coast Guard, more patrol vessels, and better communications. The 2016 arbitral ruling favoring the Philippines was a direct result of this resolve. Scarborough was a defeat, but it ignited a new, strategic determination. Never again would the Philippines be so helpless. From this trauma, a smarter, stronger defense was born. Scarborough's lesson drove the Philippines to modernize its armed forces with a clear, pragmatic plan. The revised AFP modernization program, spanning 15 years, focuses on credible deterrence, especially in the West Philippine Sea. The Navy acquired new guided missile frigates from South Korea, a leap from WU-2-era ships. Fast attack craft and offshore patrol vessels now ensure a sustained presence in contested waters. The Air Force added Fa-50PH light combat jets, attack helicopters, and maritime patrol planes, projecting force far from shore. Land-based BrahMos supersonic cruise missiles now threaten enemy warships from hundreds of kilometers away, creating a powerful anti-access bubble. These systems make any foreign vessel think twice before approaching Philippine shores. Every acquisition is strategic. No vanity projects, just what's needed. The result: a modern shield for the archipelago. The Philippines is no longer defenseless. It's building real deterrence. This is a force designed for today's threats. The Philippines isn't alone in the South China Sea. Its alliance with the U.S., anchored by the 1951 Mutual Defense Treaty, deters overt aggression. Joint exercises like Balikatan now focus on maritime security and coastal defense, sending a clear message of unity. The U.S. provides vital military aid, training, and intelligence. Japan supplies patrol vessels and surveillance aircraft and conducts joint drills. Australia is a key partner, with agreements enabling greater cooperation and joint patrols. This web of partnerships multiplies Philippine strength and internationalizes the dispute. Allies like the UK, Canada, and France also sail through the South China Sea, upholding freedom of navigation. Together, they amplify Manila's voice and ensure its ships are never truly alone. Diplomatic and military teamwork is now central to Philippine defense. With limited funds, the Philippines had to be strategic about what to buy and when. The first priority: maritime domain awareness, radar, patrol aircraft, and intelligence sharing to see and track threats. Next, more patrol vessels for the Navy and Coast Guard, showing the flag and asserting control. Only then did the Philippines invest in potent deterrence, missile frigates, Fa-50PH jets, and BrahMos coastal missiles. This sequence, Sea Patrol Deter, maximizes every peso and builds a layered defense. Patrol vessels make sovereignty tangible. Missile systems provide credible threat. Each step builds on the last, creating a stable, effective structure. The result: a smart, affordable defense that outfoxes, not outspends, the adversary. The Philippines' order of investment is its secret weapon. It's a model for small nations facing big threats. The Philippines' strategy is tested daily at Ayungin Shoal, where Marines hold the BRP Sierra Madre against Chinese pressure. Resupply missions are now orchestrated operations, Coast Guard escorts, patrol aircraft overhead, and journalists documenting every move. When China harasses Philippine vessels, the world sees it instantly. This transparency puts Beijing on the defensive and rallies international support. The Philippines completes most resupply missions despite harassment, showing new confidence and capability. Modern Coast Guard ships like the BRP Teresa Magbanua hold their ground. Real-time documentation counters propaganda and boosts morale. Increased patrols better protect Filipino fishermen and challenge intrusions. Visible modernization and allied support have replaced helplessness with proactive resistance. The BRP Sierra Madre may be old, but the strategy defending it is modern and effective. The Philippines' journey to secure its waters is ongoing, but the narrative has changed. No longer passive, the nation now stands up for its rights with intelligence, courage, and allies. Its approach is a blueprint for small nations: smart investments, layered defense, and the power of information. Transparency and presence are as powerful as weapons. New ships, aircraft, and missiles symbolize a renewed national will. The message: resilience, self-reliance, and commitment to international law. The Philippines is forging a new era of security, strategic, partnered, and resolute. In turbulent waters, it now navigates with confidence and purpose.